And boy, so one of our largest clients in terms of size of the company, uh, not going to talk about who they are. They closed last year at $175 million in home services. They're the largest privately owned home services company in the US. They're on track, I think, for 225 this year. Uh, we've been working with them for like 7 years, I think now. And obviously, it was before AI time, all of the chat GPTs and stuff like that. So all of the content, SEO content we were producing for them was human written fully, completely. And then for this year, no, not for this, starting 2024, uh, they have so much content needs that us writing it with humans became a problem. So, and of course, myself as a AI denier almost, like, I don't want to do it with AI, man. Talking to their marketing director. And basically, at the end of the day, decision was made mutually that we're just going to try it and see what happens. You know what? Let's just spit out. Our goal was 100 and something pieces of content a month, and see what happens. 2024 went great. Surprisingly, I thought we're gonna get banned. Google is gonna drop everything. Obviously, there is domain rating. Domain authority for that domain is ridiculous, so that definitely helps. But then after last, I think last Google algorithm updates, especially the October one, they just got smashed. We use SEMrush for visibility tracking. They went from average about 50-60% visibility, which is very, very high, the search visibility, to under 20. So more than half. And we're like, oh, all right, here's the here's the first sign. So we got to do something about it. And thankfully, we were able to change it. How did we do it? This is the interesting part. So, this is where that difference between mediocre SEO, in a sense that people who just use AI to write content without thinking, versus if you are the originator of the idea and then you use AI tools as the tools. So we and of course we follow all the trends and all of the uh, Google algorithm main points and kind of understand how Google works, or tries to work at least, and what they're looking for, what they're not looking for. So we had almost like 1,000 pieces of content that we had to change in some sort of way.
Mm.
So what we did was, from understanding that nowadays Google wants, and I think it was very, very directly said in the notes for the October algorithm update, that they want kind of hyper, if you're talking about local content, hyper localized,
Yep.
specific things talked about, mentioned about on whatever content you're talking about. So let's say we're both from, or we lived in Houston. You live still in Houston. I lived there for 12 years. If we're talking about, let's say, the Oaks um, area, or what's it called, the Oaks, right?
There's a lot of Oaks.
The
Like Midtown area, or
yeah, the Midtown, the it's not Red Oaks. I'm blanking right now. Anyway, so like if you know a specific area, let's say, or Woodway, whatever, there is
Garden
by
Oaks? Is
yeah
Garden is that what you're saying?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
like, there is on the Woodway, there is a bayou that goes through.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
simply mentioning that, let's say there's a business that is located or targeting the Woodway area, um, mentioning that, blah blah blah, by the bayou, or talking about some kind of a statue that's in the middle of the town square, as as local
Sam
as
Houston,
yeah,
right?
as we yeah, well, there is a Sam Houston statue right on
Yeah.
going towards Dallas. So like, let's say you're in Conroe area, or that's a bit past Conroe actually. Yeah, it is Conroe, right? So like, maybe you're somewhere in that area, and you're targeting that area. So as all locals love statue of Sam Houston, we love this product, whatever. So simple changes like that have to originate but from the person. AI will not come up with any of this stuff because sometimes it doesn't even know. Or if there's some local trend or local, I don't know, famous spot, famous person, whatever it is, making those small changes to content where Google kind of starts to understand, oh, it's not fully content AI generated. There's actual human touch to it.
So I think I interviewed like the former head of Google My Business a couple of podcasts ago, and the whole podcast was really about levels of trust, right? Levels of trust. So there's different thresholds. The algorithms are looking at different things. If you mention the bayou, right, and we're talking about eat maybe, or like, that's not really an algorithm in itself. It's kind of a way to summarize what's happening. But if you mention this bayou or this bar or this location, you're showing experience with that area, which creates a higher level of trust that you know about that area. Maybe you're servicing that area. Maybe you live in that area. Maybe you do business in that area, whatever it is. But it weights trust to what you're doing versus just pure content.